Hey, hey, happy Halloween. Okay, so we're listening to Monster Mash and I'm holding up a super close-up. I guess I need to scoot back a little bit of my all-time favorite Halloween candy. So as you're coming on, I want to know, because we can admit you can still be fit, you can still be healthy, and you can still like some candy, right? It's all about moderation. So I want to know, what's your favorite Halloween treat? Comment below as you're coming in. Tell me where you're coming from. Tell me if you're new. Tell me if you're a BeyondFit Life sister. I want to see who's on. And I want you to tell me your favorite candy. So I have our trick-or-treat basket here for tonight. And here are my two favorites. I set them on the top. Okay, so, Kit Kat, England, hey, from Nashville, Thin Mints, hey Liz, sister, awesome, you love you some Reese Cups, Melissa, we're the same. Okay, so these are my two favorite, Cincinnati, me and you, Snickers and Reese's, these are my two favorite. Sheila from Tennessee, Three Musketeers, yum, sister, Amanda, anything chocolate, I feel ya. Hey, Melissa, hey, how was the football game? So Melissa's a BeyondFit Life sister in Tip City, and hey, Butterfinger, awesome. Peppermint patties, we've had a couple peppermint patties. Okay, cool. Okay, so today, super quick, before all the craziness of trick or treat starts, I wanted to chat with you and just remind you, CBC champs. Awesome. Congratulations. That's so exciting. Go clack. Okay, why am I so happy? It's a good day. Why not be happy? Hey, Julie from California, Swedish fish. Cool, okay. Peanut butter cups. Yeah, you know, I love me some peanut butter cups. So we're going to talk today really quick. This is like a quick scope to give you my 8 kind of rules for, what are we doing? No, I'm not on cocaine. People. Iowa and Snickers. 8 rules for Halloween candy. Here's what I'm going to eat tonight. And yeah, block, seriously. And how I'm going to handle and how I'm going to avoid a Halloween hangover. Because let's be honest, we have all been there. I want you to raise your hand. I'm not so happy because I do cocaine. Who's saying that? What's going on? Okay, I want you to raise your hand emoji if you've ever experienced a Halloween hangover. And I have. I mean, it's like, you eat 1 piece of candy, it turns into 2 pieces, which turns into half the thing, right? And then, we're gonna block that person. And then it kind of spirals out of control, and the sugar cravings are crazy, and then you crash and you feel terrible. And so what we're going to talk about tonight is how you can enjoy Halloween. You can go trick-or-treating with your kiddos. You can go to the Harvest Fest. You can, you feel bloated. You feel tired. It's not fun. So here are 8 tips to avoid the candy coma, is what I like to call it. And this is kind of like what I do in terms of how I judge what type of candy I'm gonna have, okay? Because I will have a piece or 2 of candy tonight. But hey, Christy, hey! But here's what we do. First, don't be afraid of the dark. Like, I know dark chocolate is kind of an acquired taste, but I would encourage you to acquire the taste for it, because dark chocolate has a lot less sugar than its milk chocolate counterpart, okay? So don't be afraid of chocolate, but if you are going to indulge in some chocolate, dark chocolate typically has a lower sugar content. Okay, so there is my secretary. Love you. Thanks for taking notes for us. It has less sugar. It's usually dairy-free because the milk chocolate obviously has milk, right? So dark chocolate is going to be dairy-free, and for a lot of women, dairy can sometimes cause bloating and just like a layer of almost water that you're holding around your midsection. So I like dark chocolate for that. And then there are other health benefits. You can find tons of studies about dark chocolate because of the antioxidants, that, you know, it can reduce blood pressure. It can decrease your risk of heart disease, which is like pretty cool. And Cocoa, actually, you know, we do our BeyondFit like fat loss friendly hot cocoa drink. Cocoa really does help to stop cravings. So if you're gonna go with chocolate, I typically encourage you to go darker, okay? Here's another one. Before you go trick-or-treating or before you go out to your harvest festival or whatever you're doing tonight with your kids or yourself, you want to fill up first on protein and on fiber. So we kind of call that in the BeyondFit Life Club, we call that the 2 Ps. Hey, from Russia. Awesome. Glad you're here. And the 2 Ps are produce and protein. And we focus on produce because of its fiber content. So you want to make sure that you're not doing what I used to do years ago, which is like, I know I'm going to want a bunch of candy. I know I'm going to, you know, want to indulge. So I'm not going to eat all day, or I'm going to eat like hardly anything all day. And then by the night, when I get to the trick or treat or whatever, I'm starving, right? And then what happens? Do you think that by not eating all day, I'm doing anything positive? No, then I'm starving. And then it's worse because then it's like I go crazy. My light is so bright. Then I go crazy on the food and candy and whatever, you know, when I'm trick-or-treating. So don't just simply not eat. I'm going to scoot back a little. Don't not eat. You have to eat, okay? First time ever that you have no desire for it. Yeah, if you finish the sugar detox with us as the BeyondFit Life Club, if you finish that sugar detox, this might not even look good to you. Like, it's just, you know, when you change your taste buds, you might not even be craving it. But if you are, don't not eat. Fill up on, yeah, have a big lunch, even have dinner before. Fill up on protein and on produce before you go trick-or-treating, okay? Here's the third. This is tip number 3 for my secretary, my fabulous secretary. Tip number 3, I'm going to scoot around to see if I can get the sun. It is beautiful here today. Do you guys have nice weather wherever you're at? It's so beautiful here today. Okay, so there's my secretary. So the third is portion control. And I know that this is easier said than done, but one trick to avoid going overboard is to use like the small bite size. Now I know it doesn't make you a super popular house. Like you know, let's face it, as kiddos, which houses did you like? The king size houses. But if you can get like the little minis, just using portion control is going to help you to be more mindful of what you're eating. Okay, it's also going to take you longer to, you know, unwrap and eat 12 mini Reese's as it would, you know, to get the same sugar content and stuff from, you know, 3 large Reese's or whatever. So portion control is important. Another one is to divide and conquer. Now, this is something that Patrick and I help each other out with. If you look, this is sad. You don't probably want to look. But if you look at the serving sizes and the nutrition info on your Halloween candy, like even those little tiny bags, like the mini bags of M&Ms are typically like more than 1 serving. Like it's crazy. So make sure you're paying attention to the serving sizes. And then if you have a candy that's more than 1 serving size, share it with somebody. So Patrick and I will share some peanut M&Ms. If I go the M&M route, I gotta go peanut. It's my favorite. So, you know, divide up some servings. Or if you're gonna do, you know, a candy bar, take a bite, give your husband a bite. Give your kid a bite. Like share, divide and conquer, okay? Another idea is to make it at home. We've been posting healthy homemade Halloween recipes on the BeyondFit blog for like 2 weeks because I'm obsessed with collecting them. And we have recipes for homemade Twix. We have recipes for Reese cups, homemade, which are actually really easy. We have recipes for homemade Snickers, which are not quite as easy. So you could try making something at home, a healthier version of your favorite treat if you have time for that. That's a really good idea. Yeah, so Lindsay actually has a fantastic, follow Lindsay, she's a BeyondFit trainer, a fantastic recipe for homemade Reese cups. So you can find that we posted the recipe on our Facebook page, and you can follow Lindsay on Periscope too. She's awesome, and you'll love that recipe. So make it at home. There's my fabulous secretary. I love it. You guys are the best. Here's another one. Another tip. Go nuts. Like seriously, like choose candies with nuts. I told you I love peanut M&Ms. When you go, when you focus on candies that have nuts, they're actually going to have a higher fat content. which most people would think like, well, that's what you want to stay away from. But you really actually benefit from the higher fat content. Well, yeah, if you're allergic, you don't want the nuts. Yeah, sorry. But if you're not allergic, hey, Danielle, glad to have you. The higher fat content helps you feel fuller longer. So fat is a very satiating macronutrient. So the fat in like peanut M&Ms is going to help you feel fuller than just the regular M&Ms. So if you like nuts and you're not allergic, you can try choosing candies with nuts. Now, we talked about the dark versus milk chocolate, and here's another tip, so my secretary will get this one for you. You want to say no to white chocolate. Now, I don't know, from you guys that are on, do you guys love white chocolate? Comment below on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 is hate, 1 is love. Where are you on the white chocolate scale? Do you love it or hate it? I don't really, okay, so Lindsay loves it. Nope, you don't like it. I don't really like white chocolate. I also kind of hate it. I mean, I don't hate it. It's chocolate. I love all chocolate, but I'm not a big fan. White chocolate, believe it or not, is your least healthy option when it comes to Halloween candy. And here's why. First off, hey buddy.
The squirrel's not poison.
Okay, great. Hey, do you want to come say hi real quick?
No.
Okay. Patrick has the boys outside. They're hunting squirrels. Seriously. Yeah, so dark chocolate has more cocoa. Yeah. And the white chocolate actually doesn't contain any cocoa. It's made out of cocoa butter. Okay. So, what's cocoa butter? Well, first off, it does nothing for cravings. Secondly, it's basically just, like fat and sugar. So, it's all the added fat from the extra milk products. That's what makes it white. So if you're going to go for chocolate, sorry, Lindsay, but you might want to go for the darker stuff. Okay. And then we talked about portion control. Like, this is kind of a no-brainer, but step away from the king size. Now, I know that it makes you like the coolest house on the block. If this was filled with, yeah, Lindsay, if this was filled with king size candy bars, everybody would want to be at my house. But king size candy bars, they're crazy. They are massive. And I guarantee you'll start with good intentions and you'll be like, I'll just have a bite of this. I'll wrap it up, save it, put it in the pantry. Let's be honest. I mean, maybe you're amazing. Maybe your willpower is insane. Mine is not. And I will open a king size candy bar and I will tell myself I will only have a bite. And then nibble by nibble by nibble by nibble. It's like what happens when you put a pie out on your counter. Like, who puts a pie? Have you guys ever done this? Tell me I'm not alone. Hands up if you've done this, okay? Let's just be honest. We're all girlfriends. We can be honest. You put like a pie on your counter or cake or whatever. And you like take a small sliver. And then you walk by it again and eat another small sliver. And then like before I know it, I'm like, who ate half the pie? I'm like, small sliver plus small sliver plus small sliver. Like, you don't even realize you're doing it, right? So that's why I say like the smaller ones, the kitty fun size are great. Definitely try to avoid the king size if you can. Yeah, you got to even it out, right? So guilty. And then here's another one, sweat before your sweets. Sweat before your sweets. So, I did my sprint workout this morning. Did you guys, BeyondFit Life sisters, did you get your workout in? Whatever you do, we have a pumpkin workout, which is really fun that you can do with your family. It's quick, but you want to do some type of activity before you go crazy on the candy. So exercising prior to high calorie, higher sugar meals, it's gonna be a good idea. It's gonna help balance your blood sugar. It's gonna take the calories from that extra candy, and it will hopefully put it towards muscle building rather than simply storing fat. You're about to get your sprints on when the scope is over. Awesome. Okay. So those are our tips. And thank you to my fabulous secretary for sharing, and for making sure we're all on the same page. A couple of things that I want to make sure we're all in the loop on before we go. Planksgiving starts tomorrow. Okay. So how many of you are signed up for Planksgiving? If you're signed up, type I'm in the comments so I know. All of our BeyondFit Life members, we are starting Abs by Christmas as well, but we're doing Planksgiving together. It's a 1-minute plank hold every day for the month of November. And it's going to be so fun. I'm in. Yay! Okay, so every day in November, I'm going to teach you a new plank. It is amazing for your core. It's going to be a killer month for your core. I'm serious. It's going to be so much fun. Yay, your first challenge as a sister. Isn't being a sister the best? Don't you love it? I love it. You're in. So excited. Okay, so tomorrow we're going to kick off Planksgiving, and I talked to you in the group about doing a Periscope, and I think we're going to try to do it around 10 a.m. and then I'm going to introduce you to some more of our BeyondFit trainers so you can meet them and follow them. We're going to be featuring some of our BeyondFit trainers all month long on Planksgiving, so I want you to get to know them. But I think we'll kick off, I'm Eastern time. We'll kick off about 10 a.m. So make sure you're following. If you tap that little guy, I think it can come up and you can follow. So you'll get an alert when we're live, and it's just 1 minute. We're just going to hold the plank for 1 minute and we'll do it all together. And then each day in the month of November, we'll hold a new plank. I'll teach you a new plank and we'll hold it for 1 minute. Each day I'm going to tell you why I love the plank, what it's good for, what's special about it, and then you'll walk away from the month, and this is free, knowing all of these awesome ab exercises to give you a killer core. Sound cool? Okay, so if you're not signed up yet, you can go to beyondfitmom.com/planksgiving, and all the information's on Facebook and Instagram too. Oh shoot, does that not work for you? Well, you can watch the replay and still be with us in spirit. I know, it's so hard to find a time that works for everybody. I'm sorry. So go to beyondfitmom.com. Yeah, absolutely. You'll be at church. Do it later. That'll be great. Oh, don't forget to change your clocks. Yeah, don't forget to change your clocks. I almost forgot that. Beyondfitmom.com/planksgiving. Also, follow us on Facebook and Instagram because that's where you'll see each day's plank. So on Instagram, you can follow BeyondFit Mom and BeyondFit Moms with an S. Okay, so we have two. One's kind of like just my fitness stuff, and then BeyondFit Mom without the S is like where you'll see baby spam. So you don't have to follow that one, but definitely follow the fitness one, and then on Facebook as well. Okay, so cheers, trick or treat. I hope you guys have a great night, a fun time with your family. I love you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Yay! You're going to do it at church in case you need some help from above. Look, some of these planks that you're going to learn this month are insane. You'll be like, what? This is crazy. You're going to be amazed at how much progress you make though too. So it's going to be really cool. Okay, happy Halloween. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow in the morning for our kickoff of Planksgiving. If you're not registered, go to beyondfitmom.com/planksgiving. Okay, love ya. Talk to you later.